And it's fine for you to require that he puts a little more effort into it in the trot, because you saw with Pay, that's going to be a big thing for the left lead. He's got to trot on a little more. Change your diagonal to the correct one. Good trot. Whenever you're ready. Sit back and up. Good. Now just let him run. Let him carry you.
What?
Let him carry you. Keep cantering. Give him a little bump with your leg now. Corners are harder for him. Kick, kick. Good, Elaine. Good, good, good. Long side's a piece of cake. You just sit there and enjoy it. But as you get close to the corner, give him a little bump, a little kiss. Excellent. Little bump. Yup. Good job. Whenever you want, you can do a downward transition with a big exhale and grow tall. All you had to do was think to go and to come down?
Yeah. Yes. I wasn't sure I was hearing you the right way. Just in the corners. Now, he was cutting the corners, but
yeah,
I was just happy to have him.
No, and I don't care. So one of the things I talk to people about is like they'll say, oh, well, he wasn't on the rail. You're committed to keeping the canter happening.
Yeah.
If you want to get to the rail and he can't keep the canter right now, well, then you're committed to the rail and you're not committed to the gate.
Beautiful.
Horses have a harder time, and this is where balance gets very tricky. Because you see people say, oh, you have to balance in the corner, and they slow down and the horse goes like this through the corner, right? So I tell people, push him through the corner. Tell him to get those hind legs up there. And so as you're going to the corner, when you have one that's slow, say, come on, let's go. So like I look at it like where Rox and Callie are. You bump him with your legs. Bump, bump.
Right in.
Okay.
To stay on him.
Okay. And this is an ass backwards thing. When our horses lean to the inside, which way do we want to lean as riders?
We should lean to the outside.
Okay.
Because otherwise we're overweighting them.
Okay, and see, this is how I look at it and how I fixed it a little. When the horse leans in, if I go and take my butt out, right, or where I'm collapsing, or my horse is leaning in and I go like this, I'm the counterweight for him to continue to fall in. So what I do is think about, and I tell my students to do this too, so your horse is leaning in. You make sure that he hasn't pushed your butt to the outside. So I almost sit my butt back to the inside, and then he goes, oh, I don't want to fall down.
Yeah.
And he straightens himself up. 10 pounds, his 10 pounds this way is going to throw you 10 pounds that way. We want to bring our 10 pounds together.
Okay.
So it's a little weird concept, but I just want you to just not worry about trying to get too far to the outside. You just keep straightening your body.
Okay.
And as he goes more and gets more honest with his hind legs, he won't cut in as much.
Okay.
He won't. I mean, I know that for a fact. Not just in him, in as many horses as I've worked with. Okay, so aid for left lead canter
is the left leg forward, swipes forward, the right leg swipes back.
Yep. Yeah. And you can lift your inside hand a little, but really you probably don't need to. He kind of gets it. Yeah. But that big trot, and you sit back. One thing I'll tell you, when you did, you'll see it on the video, when you went to ask for canter, you're looking down here. I'll tell you which lead you're on, or you'll feel it. So when you have somebody on the ground, have somebody spot you and say, all right, I'm going off to canter. Just let me know if he's on the left lead, correct lead or not.
Once I start cantering.
Yeah, so what we end up doing.
I wasn't aware of that because I have a hard time telling from up here yet. So I think it was just my.
It may have been your intent in your thinking about going.
Yeah.
So we went. That's that kind of, we roll ourselves in a little bit. Yeah. So just go. It's the best canter I've ever had, whether it's left lead or right lead. Okay. All right. You can just turn left right there.
All right.
Is that going to be enough room for you to feel like you could trot and then?
Well, and go in on this right here. I think I need.
Oh no, we're not going to ask him there. We're going to ask him over there. The same way we did in the indoor. The second corner of the short side. Okay? So nice trot. Good. A little more trot. That's okay. Good boy. If he ever accidentally canters on the left lead, you're going to let it happen. Eyes up. Sit up. You got it. Big release. Big exhale. You got it, Elaine. Keep cantering. Excellent. Keep cantering. Very good. Keep cantering. All the way around. Down the next long side if you can. Then he gets to hang out at his happy place. Big exhale, and then you can W-A-L-K whenever you're ready. And stop and stand. Oh, what a good boy! So, he did it, and we bumped up the ante. It's like, no, it's not one long side. How about all the way around the arena? Right? So we increase it, and he's totally willing because we still haven't over-asked. We have not been unfair. What a good boy! How'd that feel?
It felt wonderful. I just need more practice with it, and especially I had moments of being aware of up and being aware of breathing and being aware of just everything. Not maybe everything at once, but
no. But and so when he goes off to canter, if you think about your center and you read more of that centered riding book, when we ask them to go, right? So here I am. I'm gonna ask my horse to canter. 1, 2, 3, and canter. I want my horse's hind legs to go forward, underneath me. So if I go 1, 2, 3, and canter, I'm asking him to grab the ground with his front feet. I want that fanny to go first. So you think about going that way.
So I think about this sitting up.
Sitting up, and it's like you can almost roll your seat bones whoosh, like that a little. Rather than he's got to go faster, so I'm going to get up here. Then we're only asking him to do it off his front end. Does that make sense? And what?
Yes, and I just need to practice and be aware of that.
And it's just a little ass backwards sometimes because we want to go, but we're going to go here to go. But we're allowing him to bring his front end up and push his hind ends under, his hind legs under, so he can do that. But that changing the diagonals in the trot is going to give him more confidence they have a weak hind leg and a strong and stiff hind leg. So the weak hind leg or the stiff one, we don't always, it doesn't matter which one he has less confidence in. But just like I have less confidence in signing my name with my left hand. I can do it with my right backwards, but with my left it can't. And that's the way I feel like they are with their hind legs. Does that make sense?
Yes.
What a good boy. You want to go try that left canter transition again, or you want to let him quit on that and have Callie get on?
I'd like to let him quit on that.
That's fine. And the straighter you get, right, the softer we get, because sometimes when we want to do the right thing, sometimes we cave down to them a little, not to let them get away with things, but we're trying to be soft. So that's just something to watch when you sit in the car. Notice, do I sit on my right seat bone heavier? I mean, I played with it everywhere. When I sat on the couch, when I sat, it just might be something you only do on the horse, but you probably do it somewhere else.
And when you're aware of it, just to be aware in the saddle of the balance.
Exactly. No matter what we do, whether we're having a tight turn, whether, we're pretty, you want to be pretty level and balanced in your seat bones no matter what. There's no pushing him from this seat bone. There's no pushing and pulling him around from the inside seat bone. It's just right there. That was super.
Thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome.
This is what I came for.
Good, good. But I love, he was totally willing to do it. And do you understand? That's my logic. I'm really slow. We keep going. He got the lead. Stopped him that day once. Second, you know what I mean?
That makes so much
and then today, I didn't tell you, okay, just do the long side and stop, because I wanted to see if he picked it up and how coordinated he was. It's like, okay, we're up in the ante today. Just one time around the whole ring and you get to chill down here.